Hello and welcome to this multiplayer factorial playthrough where we take on a very difficult DeathWorld using the Cities of Earth mod. This mod allows us to play on a surface that looks like Earth, and we are playing in Europe. An additional challenge is that we have set the mod to pre-place 41 rocket silos around the map. We have to capture them and launch a rocket from each to win. This recording is a capture from my Twitch stream that has been split for uploading to YouTube with minimal editing to remove breaks or dead time. In the description you can find links to the mod list, save files, and my Twitch channel. Thank you and enjoy. Okay, here we are. Were my bots on? No, somebody's bots were getting wrecked. Let's see if these are actually moving. That must be a weak corner. That's disturbing. Hi, kitty cat. Alright, so we've launched from here. So it says we still need 7, huh? Berlin, yeah. Pristina. Where is Pristina? Here it is. Anyhow, here's Wonderwall. There's no repair packs going on here, so that's all going to run out of oil. And then get run over. Ah, there it is. That's quite the dilemma. So we're going to steal this one once we can and send it to Pristina. Wonder if I should have designed this to only use one assembler and put reds on them. I can't put a filter inserter on reds, though. Shouldn't matter, though, because these should only get what they need to get. Vilnius. Skopje, Oslo. Skopje should have had it. London's still grinding it out. Alright, that thing's full. That one's almost full. I have to be ready to grab this and send it. Here. Should be enough. If not, I will have a set. And the other one was Vilnius.
This is the Overhaul Items. 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 This is the Overhaul Items.
Hi, kitty cat. Oh, you don't have any Logi bots, that's why. Might get a 2 for here. Oh, you have no Logi bots either? Let's hope we have enough rocket control units, because we were short about 10. And then we've got to force Vilnius to get a train. And again, it's rocket control units. Not enough green circuits in the network. Well, that's a future design problem, I guess. And again, it's not supposed to support 40 fucking roboports or rocket silos, so that's the way it is. Hey, look at that timing. Cool, down to 6. That's probably good enough. So close to 100%. All right. Oh, let's get another one here. I probably could have spread these out or waited for more viewers. Hello, Dicka. How are you? Cool. Wow, that got here fast. 866 launches. Prague, which is going to be last. Berlin, which is soon. Scopie. Scopie should have happened. Cool, you're almost done. You have nothing in you. Lexi. With Sig. Welcome. Hello. Well, yeah, well, I had this on vinyl. That's just going to rush right in, and that's not good. All right. So we'll make an update to this blueprint. Note I don't have this blueprint in mind. Got a tickle in my throat. So much for those changes, huh? Didn't quite work. Hey, Keyman. Really? Wow. It came with that hard. Gradually, it'll calm down. Gradually, it'll calm down. Got a few rounds in here I want to waste off. That gets me a more accurate picture of what I've got in terms of party. Wow. Killing just those few things caused a lot of biters to come out. That can't go higher than 40. Well, what's your question on advanced oil? Advanced oil is, well, I don't have my intermediate stuff anymore, but Advanced oil, if you go to the cheat sheet, is I think 27 and 3. But in general, what part are you having trouble with? And I don't see a DM from you on Discord, sorry. Okay, I can show you that right here. It's pretty straightforward. Once you've been shown it, you'll understand it. So I'll just do it here so you can see. So you start with, obviously, a refinery. And you're going to have oil coming out of it. Your pet gas comes out here, your light oil, and your heavy oil. And then you need, in total, you're going to need 3 types of chem plants. You're going to need 1 for lube, 1 for heavy to light, and 1 for light to pet gas. Right? So here's your 1 for lube, here's your 1 for heavy to light, and here's your 1 for light to pet gas. They all need water, obviously. Well, they don't all need water. So this one, you want this to be unlimited. Crack all that you can. Now, you really do need tanks for this. All right, tanks and pumps. So what I do, and there's a couple ways to do it. Well, that didn't work. You're a piece of shit. So this placement is important. Hey, Racer Chip. So here's where you get what you're wanting. This part won't matter. I know it doesn't work, but that's not what we want to focus on. What we want to look at here is, first off, we have an unlimited supply of red heavy oil to lube. That's just a given, right? Now, there's a couple ways you can do this. I'm going to demonstrate one way, and your brain can go, couldn't I do it? Yes, you could. Connect what is your heavy oil to this pump. This pump is cutting off access. As soon as you connect that wire, this thing stops. I understand your research chip. I'm hosting it on my local PC, so I don't know that anybody could join anyway. Um, so what you're doing is if you say only allow this if the red oil is greater than or equal to, let's just say 10,000. So what you're saying is that this is an unlimited supply of red oil going here, but only if this tank is half full or more than half full do you crack it down to yellow, and then you feed the yellow. Ideally, you feed it back into this tank, but I kind of screwed the placement up, so it's kind of ugly. Like that. Now you do the same thing here. Is you connect this one to the yellow, and you say if the yellow oil is greater than or equal to, again, 10,000, which is half a tank, then go ahead and crack this down. And what you're essentially telling the fluid network is, if I have too much red, crack it. If I have too much yellow, crack it. I unlimitedly make pet gas and consume it with no restrictions. This yellow is eventually going to go down to making solid fuel. So you need it. The red goes nowhere because nobody else uses it. And the lube is obviously going to go down for machines and belts. So that, in a nutshell, is how you do controls on heavy and light oil. Eraser Chip, yes, I'll be online tomorrow. I don't know where I'm going to be hosting because Reach is still out of town. Unfortunately, at a network failure, so beyond our control. So, well, thanks, Keyman. Do you want me to post that blueprint in my Discord, or do you think you understand it? Thanks, Chip. You're welcome to leave a lurk. You'll get a video of my cat judgingly and dismissingly walking away from you. Yeah, I would say there's a lot of different scenarios that you can run into and how you want to crack it. I just went with the very basic one. You have been dismissed. Be on your way. And have a good sleep. I'm hosting again on my local PC. Haluzoo. Haluzoo. You need to bring some maintenance up here, dude. Shit got wrecked. I don't even know if you can connect to this, but you're welcome to try. Let me know if it's even visible. I might have screwed it up. I have to restart it. Okay, it's fine. It stopped firing because all of the auto firing finished. You're fine. If it needed to be taken care of, I wouldn't be giving you shit about it right now. I'd have just done it. But no, I had an opportunity to poke you in the belly and go, hee. Or wait, that came out wrong. Oh, my pleasure. Check out my YouTube channel. Someday I'll do I think I've got a command for that. Do I have a command for that? Yeah. Someday I'll put mini tutorials like that up there. Might even do those things called shorts. For 2.0, I plan to do all sorts of those vidges. That's going to be a lot of bugs coming in. October 21, so in about 2 weeks. My defense column. All my railroad tracks operate on a two rail gap. They're all designed for two rail gap. Even the 4-lane, because I have 4-lane designs down here. My 4 lanes operate on the same premise. So 2 and 2. And when it comes to a 4-lane intersection, those look like that. That's 111 chain signals. Not recommended. Very expensive. Not just in terms of resources, but also resources. Yeah, the signals work correctly. I mean, as much as my network allows signals to work correctly, I shit the bed on most of my signals. I do a cheaty thing. What I do with signals, the intersections, is I keep the intersections small, but I expect that I'm going to use one or two more power pole segments to control the intersection. There's a lot of designs where the intersection's much bigger and there's room for a train to sit, like in this gap. You'd have the intersection big enough so a train could get to right here and sit there. And so, of course, you'd have to make the intersection like 4 times larger than this, depending on the size of your train. What I do is I keep the intersection small, but I expect I'm going to be signaling these stations to support that. So if this were supporting 484 trains, then instead of this just being a chain signal, this would also be a chain signal. Because a 484 train is this long, right? So I need a 484 train to be able to clear all the way to here in order to clear the intersection. So I wouldn't put a rail signal until about here if I knew this was supporting 484 trains. So this would be a chain signal, and then these would either not exist or they would be chain signals, and then I'd put a rail signal here, or more safely, I'd put it here. Which means that my intersection actually would become this big. So it visually looks like my intersection is only this big. But for 484 trains, it's this big, but I've not created a massive and complicated intersection that can't adjust to the size of my trains. So I keep the intersection small, that's with an O. I keep the intersection small, and then I extend the legs of the intersection based on the size of the trains I expect to be going through it. That's got a lot of fragility. It's not a perfect solution by any means. But it gives me some nice flexibility that I like. Oh, that is a mod. That mod is Train Saver, or Train Trails rather. Train Trails puts the view behind it. Yeah, and then why are you multicolor? You're not supposed to be. Oh, because that other thing is turned. Settings, mod settings, per player. No, map. Train trails. No. I thought I just took automatic train painter out. Stats GUI, train saver. Okay, so it's working. That particular one. Anyways, Train Saver has trails that follow behind. I don't know why this is. Probably because this is default and not copper. So because I have the train locomotive painted to match what's in the train, I get this color trail that matches the train. I don't. Yes, but. Yes, it's left-hand drive. But it's not left-hand drive. It's inside signaling. The signals are in what I call the most space-efficient positioning, which is between the rails. Because when you look out here, I can't do anything with the space in between a 2-rail gap. So I might as well put the signals there. Now, I used to do the design where the signals were on the outside. And then I had a situation one time where I needed to run a belt right next to, and I had that happen. So I said, why don't I put the signals on the inside where I'm not building anything anyways? So I started putting signals on the inside, and ever since then, the internet has insisted on telling me that I'm doing it wrong. And so I consistently tell the internet it can go fuck itself. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong. No, I'm not. They're pretty consistent. It's, well, I mean, being left hand drive and all. Hi, kitty cat. All right, let's go to Warsaw. There we go. Alright, so that should bring some more shit. Dangerous, don't want those there. I think you're out of range on everything. I'm going to send you home. That didn't get finished. Be right back.